For 12 points, what is my function? For 10 points, the function of which I am thinking is a many-to-one function, by which I mean that at least two values of x give rise to the same value of y, which is the meaning of the phraseology many-to-one. For 9 points, fans of the domain of a function will be pleased to know that any number can be substituted into this function. So whatever your favourite number might be, there is a place for it in this function. And you can also substitute numbers that you are not too keen on. Basically, any number is at home with this function if it's real. It accepts all the real numbers, whatever they might be. For 8 points, I have met some odd functions in my time, but this is not one of them. However, it should be pointed out profusely, this function is not even either. In fact, one could say, and should say, that this function is neither odd nor even. For 7 points, this function has the small value of 0 when x equals 4. That is, were you to indulge in a bit of substituting of the number 4 into this function, the result would be what we call the number 0. So essentially, y is 0 when x is 4. What I'm saying is that the curve, and it is a curve, passes through the point 4, 0. For 6 points, when considering the range of this function, it turns out that although all numbers are possible, they must be at least -9. So you couldn't have -10, for example, or -11. Basically, you can't make numbers which have values of more negativity than the -9 value, but you can make -9 itself, just not numbers lower. For 5 points, the y value which corresponds to the x value of a -2 is a big fat 0. Contestants with adequate memories or excellent note-taking skills may recall that y was also a big fat 0 when x was 4. Hence this function is a many-to-one function, but I think I may have revealed that particular fact earlier in the quiz. But more specifically, this actual many-to-one function has the value 0 for both -2 and 4, and that's no coincidence for fans of the coincidences and the conspiracy theories. For 4 points, f of 1 is -9. That's the same -9 referred previously to that defines the smallest possible value that this function is legally authorised to hold, or, in another manner of speaking about the function, it's the minimum value, and the range stops at this precise numerical number. For 3 points, this function of which we are determining the nature of the function, this function is a quadratic function. That's a function with an equation containing the term x squared, although it might be 2x squared or 3x squared or some other number of x squareds. Except not no x squareds, because that would be a linear function, and this is definitely a quadratic function. For 2 points, this quadratic curved function intersects what is known as the y-axis at the value of a -8, which is slightly less as negative as the minimum point on this quadratic curve, which itself is at -9. For one final point, the minimum point on this curve appears at 1 - 9, which means that it could be written in a completed square format, which exemplifies its minimum pointness, or it could also be written without the appearance of any brackets at all, featuring the numbers -2 and a -8.